Wow. Wow. Those were amazing. How high is he going? Yeah, he's going all the way to the high C. That is really difficult. He's going full out at a high C. That is amazing. Wow. Anybody who says Jin can't sing has to watch this.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
Alright guys, thank you so much for requesting this one. Let's jump in.
참 이상해 분명 난 너를 너무 사랑했는데 모두 너에게 맞추고 널 위해 살고 싶었는데.
Wow, second time going through this song, it reminds me how much I really like this one. It's really interesting. The couch he's sitting on looks almost exactly like the couch I have in my family room.
I'm the one I should love in this world.
I'm remembering how much I love this message, like the message of this song. It's something that I think is very lost in today's culture, that we rely so much on other people's approval, especially in this world of social media. We're always worried about the next like and the next comment. Being a YouTuber, that's kind of part of what gauges your ability to be successful on social media. But that shouldn't have any weight on your intrinsic value. And that's what he's saying. Like, it's really beautiful. It's quite an epiphany. So I just decided this is my favorite BTS song. Just decided that. And this music video is done incredibly. It's really, really good. It's super high quality. I love the cinematography and the feeling that it portrays.
사랑하고 싶어 in this world 빛나는 나를.
And I love how he comes from that falsetto that he started with on that line when he came back in after the rain was dropping on him. That falsetto, he does the exact same line and then leans into his full voice. And Jin's full voice just sounds amazing. I've seen your guys' comments that I have to see Jin's transformation, because apparently you guys are saying that he didn't always sound like this. So I've got to hear it, because that's incredible. And that line, not so perfect, but so beautiful, that is so true, because at the end of the day, we all try to seek perfection, but there's no such thing. It's something that is always elusive. You're never actually going to achieve perfection in this world, but it doesn't mean that it can't be beautiful. And so that idea of loving yourself with your imperfections, it's so deep. I should probably jump into a little bit of technique as opposed to just commenting on the content of the song. When he's coming in there with that, I'm the one I should love. I'm the one I should love. So he's using just a little bit of air actually to, I'm the one I should love. And he's leaning in from that airy place. It sounds awesome, and it's very hard to do. Try that at home. Like, try to, I'm the one I should love. Find that on that top note, that airy onset of that sound. It's very difficult. Most people will go, I'm the one I should love, using a little bit of either a glottal shock or a simultaneous onset to make that sound. That is very difficult to do. And so there you use the air to kind of bring him into falsetto. I'm the one I should love. That's how he's approaching it, is from that falsetto spot, bringing it into full voice. By the way, if you guys are interested in learning how to sing, learning a little bit more detail, check out this card right here that I'm going to leave. There you can get a free lesson on my website. Check it out. I'm hoping I'm picking the right live version. This one is the BTS World Tour Love Yourself in Seoul. So it's definitely hard to sing with as much airflow as he is in the recording live. And so you could hear he is adding a little bit more chord closure, because in a studio version, you can always go back and re-record parts and chop up and have a Frankenstein vocal take that is all different parts of like 7 different vocal takes, and you take the perfect parts of each one of those and make it your one vocal take. So here, because he's in a live setting, he has to actually sing the entire thing straight through. So breath management becomes much more of a factor, whereas when you're doing it in a studio, it's not really as much of a factor. Now, there was a platform that I was recently introduced to called Skillshare. That is a course marketplace where people put out their courses on all different types of topics. I recently put up a course on Skillshare that you guys can go check out. It's called Stop Being Tone Deaf. There's also tons of other courses up there that will help you get a better home studio. Young Guru, who has produced for Jay-Z and other hip-hop artists, has a number of courses up there that teach you all about audio engineering and setting up your home studio as well. Now, the great thing about Skillshare is that you don't have to pay per course. You pay a monthly fee and you have access to every single course on their platform. And as the platform becomes more popular, there's more and more courses being put out all the time. So if this sounds interesting to you, click the link down below. It gives you 2 months free subscription to Skillshare, where you can access all their premium content for free. That was perfectly executed. Wow. Like, that is just done so well. It sounds exactly the same as the recorded version. It's so hard to lean in to a falsetto sound and get that chord closure as you're coming down. And he does it so perfectly live. Incredible. And I know that he's singing it live because if he wasn't singing it live, we would know, because they suck at lip syncing, and he's definitely keeping up with the song, so you know it's live. Very well done. Incredible. Oh, so interesting. So there it started to get just a little bit more difficult for him to find the pitches. Listen to that one more time. So when he stands up from the piano, he doesn't quite sit as low and loses a little bit of that airiness. And when he comes full voice, he ends up just a little bit above those notes. See how those were just a little bit off, those notes? And I think part of that is that he's coming from having practiced that so many times with a breathy approach. Ironically, his high notes are on point. Like, there's no issues with the super high notes, but his lower notes he was struggling with. That's the irony of performing live, is that when you're performing live, sometimes it's the parts where you can lean in and squeeze a little bit more that your voice comes together, whereas the parts that you can't quite as much, it gets more difficult. And you see how there again, in the bridge of the song, he's in his lower range and his pitch is suffering. So another aspect that could potentially be playing a role here is that sometimes we get focused so much on our high notes that other notes begin to suffer because we're not paying as much attention to them. Because the high notes are the money notes and we want to make sure those are perfect. But a lot of times the lower notes can fall by the wayside and it kind of ruins the high notes because the impressiveness of those high notes is within a context of a song. So when you guys are working on any song, if you are, try to make sure that you're not ignoring those lower notes because they're just as important. I love the drama that's being created right now. I love his upper range. His upper range is so good. Like, if I were working with him, all of our work would be on his lower range, improving that pitch accuracy, because he has no problem in his upper range. Wow. Wow. Those were amazing. How high is he going? Yeah, he's going all the way to the high C. That is really difficult. He's going full out at a high C. That is amazing. Wow. Anybody who says Jin can't sing has to watch this. Amazing. So if you like this video, please check out this one. You're gonna like it too.